If you are ambitious but you're not consistent on your goals, it's not because you're lazy, it's not because you don't want it bad enough. You literally just don't have the system that will actually make you consistent. Because clearly, if you're watching this video, you want it bad enough, you want to be rich, you want to learn, you're not average, because otherwise you'll be just scrolling reels like everybody else, right? So there are three things that are stopping you from actually being consistent and making the money. Now, why you should listen to me is because I literally didn't skip a day of work for over 2 years, which I'm very proud of, by the way. And I went from working in a supermarket to making over $10,000 per month and helping over 28 other people do the same thing, which I'm also very proud of, by the way. So now I'm telling you, it's very, very important for you to actually get all of these three steps because it works like a system. Especially the third one is the most important. It will help you to actually do it. So if you already clicked this video, make sure to actually stick till the end. Now, point number one is you should treat every single day as it counts. Because the problem with most people, and what I had as a problem as well, is that you see these big goals, you want to make $10,000 per month, you want to be rich, you want to be financially free, but right now at your current position, you're either in school or working in a job or making maybe, I don't know, like 2K, 3K per month with your business, right? So it just seems too far ahead, like being rich seems almost unrealistic, just seems so fucking far that when you do the work, it feels like you're not even making a difference. It feels like you're not even making progress. It feels like the work doesn't matter because you just do it, but you don't see the results immediately. So then obviously this demotivates you, so then you don't want to work. Now obviously, yeah, you say like, yeah, you have discipline, you should rely on discipline as well. That's true because motivation just fades away, so you cannot rely on motivation all the time. But to be honest, it's great to just feel motivated a lot of the time. It's motivation feels amazing and you are more likely to do the work consistently. If you consistently feel motivated, you will just do more work and the work will be also better. But then obviously you need discipline because yeah, just need it, bro. Like you need discipline. Discipline lasts, motivation fades away. Now what people don't tell you is that even discipline is not infinite, right? Because for example, when I had like school, when I was working in a job and I was going to the gym and I just all of these things, then I used so much of my discipline to just do all of these things that I hated doing. And then when I hated what I was doing in the business and I hated the work and I felt like it doesn't make any difference and I'm not even making progress, it felt even fucking worse and I had to just use even more discipline, which I didn't even have. I was just exhausted and I hated what I was doing, so then the work was shit. So the goal is to just combine motivation, to try to feel motivated most of the time, which I will tell you how to do, but then also obviously use discipline on the days when you don't feel motivated. In this way, you cannot fucking fail. If you combine motivation and discipline, you cannot fail, bro. So why you should focus on this current day right now? I will give you an analogy, bro. If you drive a car and you see on the GPS, let's say you want to drive to some destination. The destination can be $10,000 per month, right? It's a long way. It's gonna take a couple hours, in the car. Now, you can either enjoy the drive, which I will get to later, I will talk about it later, but now you don't think about the turn that you will take after 10 kilometers, right? You don't give a fuck, you don't even see it on the GPS, you don't even know. So why would you think about it right now? What you think about is the next turn. Will you go right or will you go left, That's what you think about right now, the next decision, the next step. So why would you, when you are doing business, why would you think just about the end goal when what you have to do right now is just take the next step? And if you also start just focusing on the next step, you are just way more likely to feel the progress, right? The moment I actually switched and started thinking like, yeah, I will just take the next step and I just made progress and it's gonna be, it's gonna get me closer to my goals. I was looking forward to go home and work. I was counting the minutes in school and just to go home. Most people just treat their business like a 9 to 5, and that's the biggest problem, bro. It's completely, business is not a fucking 9 to 5. With 9 to 5, you can use the discipline to do the work and wake up soon and take a bus or just go there and work on something you don't care about and just do it because you know you are getting paid. You know exactly how much and when exactly you are getting paid, so you just do it for the reward. But with business, you don't know when you are getting paid. You have no fucking idea. You will get paid eventually. You will get paid a fucking ton, but you don't know when. And you don't know exactly how much. It's kind of like running a marathon, but the marathon doesn't have 42 kilometers. You don't know how long the marathon is. Just someone just telling you, yeah, run, bro. And you don't know when can you stop or how long does it take. That's what business feels like, that's just the reality, bro. I was just working my ass off for like 3 fucking years until I got here. And it was like painful most of the time. I was just unmotivated. I didn't see any results most of the time. I was like, is this even fucking worth it? But yes, I knew all the time it is worth it. And yes, it is fucking worth it. And I'm not even that rich. I'm not even a fucking millionaire, bro. I want to buy a McLaren this year, not this one, but obviously a real one. And again, I'm not just thinking about like buying the McLaren and making millions of dollars. Obviously, that's the end goal. But on the, when it comes to the car analogy, that's the end goal right now. But I'm just here, bro. I'm just like taking the next turn. So I'm just thinking about what can I do right now, that day, to actually get me closer, you know. And I'm telling you, if you do your best every single day, the results come way faster than you think. Like literally, you can get rich in 90 days, bro. You can make $10,000 per month in 90 days from now, starting today. If you just stay consistent and focus on doing your best and take the correct action and get some help, get some guidance, learn from people, and just actually execute correctly, you can get there within 90 days, bro. My clients did because I help them do it. I teach them literally everything I know, everything I learned over the past 3 years, everything I learned from books and from investing over $12,000 into mentors. I just teach them that, teach them everything I know, give them feedback, and then they get there within 90 days. That's how fast you can get rich. But obviously, they still need to focus on doing their best and need to stay consistent. If they don't do the work, even though I tell them to do it, they just don't get the results. So you cannot treat your business like a 9 to 5. You need to focus on doing the work right now, today, because then that's a compound effect. It will compound. The time is gonna pass by anyway, bro, and it's faster than you think. The time is fast as fuck, bro. I feel like I graduated like fucking 3 months ago. It was 9 months ago, which is still not such a long time. But like, bro, it just flies so fucking fast. So you can either in 6 months from now or in 3 months from now, you can either be at the exact same position as now, or you can be making at least $10,000 if you just stay consistent. It's very, very hard to stay consistent and work on something that you don't even know if it will work. But I'm telling you, yes, it will work if you just stick to it and if you do it right and if you get some help. It just takes as long as it takes, you know, it just takes time, bro. Unless you actually get help and get a shortcut. Everybody called me delusional, like for 2 years, bro. I didn't even tell many people about the business because I was so embarrassed to tell people. I was the only kid from high school who didn't go to college. You can imagine the reaction of all the teachers who just promote college all the time and who studied their whole life. So yes, it seems delusional, but it's not delusional if it works at the end, right? So you should switch from focusing and attaching your like emotions and everything on the result, but you should focus on progress. You should appreciate progress because progress is the best thing. That's the only thing you can influence, and it's the best feeling. It's not even about the money. It's just about progress. When I started making my first like good money, like 5K, 10K per month and more, I was like, yeah, the money is cool, but now I got used to it and I want more. But what I'm the most happy about is making progress. I'm the most happy about having a business that actually works. I'm the most happy about learning the skills and becoming good at what I do. If you're happy about the progress, if you're happy about just growing and just learning and developing the skill of making money, because making money is a skill, if you're happy about that, then the money will follow, because if you like have a good skill of making money, of course you will start making money. So you should be focusing just on making progress, which is watching videos like this, doing the work, learning, getting mentors, reading books, all these things to actually get you knowledge and help you build the skill. And then if you treat every single day just as it is, and you just do the work, you're like, yeah, today I made progress. Right now you are making progress. So congratulations, bro. Shake your hand. Congratulations. You're making progress. You're learning something. And I hope that after you watch this video, you will either watch more of my videos or you will just do some work. The work that you do today will make you money in 6 months. Now, about the motivation very shortly, because yeah, obviously, like you want it bad enough. You know your why. You know why you are doing it. That's like generic advice. How you actually get motivated is, first of all, if you switch your mind from being jealous to being inspired, which is something what I was struggling with a lot when I was scrolling reels and seeing successful people, I was like, yeah, motherfuckers, bro, they're just rich, they're lucky, whatever. They're not lucky, bro. Like, what I learned is that the people who are more successful than you, they either worked harder or for longer, or they know more, or they just suffered more. That's it. And you have to be like, yeah, I have my own journey. Everybody has their own journey. I felt so fucking behind for taking me so long to make like money. What I realized, which is like crazy to me, most entrepreneurs that I know on the internet, when I talk to them, they don't make money. Like, they literally don't. I talk to a lot of people in the DMs, I talk to a lot of people on Instagram, on X. They don't make fucking money. Even right now in Koh Samui in Thailand, I meet entrepreneurs in the shisha lounge or in the restaurant, and they tell me that they have a business. How much do you make? 2K per month, 3K per month. They don't even make money, bro. So what you see on the reels are just highlights, bro. It's not even fucking real. These people they rent the cars or whatever. But even if they have the cars actually, even if they own them, it's amazing, bro. It should inspire you because you can do it as well. So be inspired, not jealous, and surround yourself with people who are successful, but don't get jealous. So for example, get mentors. That's what helped me the most, to be honest. Of course I have a mentorship. You don't have to buy it. I don't give a fuck about that. You would be stupid if you don't buy it, to be honest. But I'm just saying, mentorships helped me so much. It's just something I actually believe it helped me the most. Just getting a mentorship. That's why I do it. I help my clients as well. You need to surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. At least watch them on the internet, talk to them in real life, get the mentors or whatever. Because if you surround yourself with success, obviously there's the quote, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now the second point of this video is that you should do a business that you enjoy, because if you're not consistent, one of the biggest factors for this is you just have a wrong business that you fucking hate. And I know this to be true because I tried a lot of businesses. I tried copywriting, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, reselling sneakers, and I'm doing coaching, which is the only business I actually enjoy, because you can do coaching on anything. You can coach fitness, you can coach how to make money, how to get girlfriends, or even cooking, self-improvement, whatever. You can coach people on anything that you enjoy, which means that then the business is enjoyable as well. Plus you make money helping people to become better at the skill. You change their life, you actually help them achieve a transformation, which is also very fulfilling. So even when I knew the first point that I told you, but I had the wrong business model, I still couldn't stay consistent. Because the man who enjoys walking will walk further than the man who only enjoys the destination. For example, with copywriting, right? Because the gurus told me to do it. When the gurus are doing coaching, so that's like another point, right? The gurus teaching you copywriting are doing coaching. Just proves my point. But what I'm trying to say is that I did copywriting. I had to spend 6 months learning it, and then I had to spend time making the copy, writing for clients, writing the product descriptions for them, all this shit. I just hated doing it, bro. So then I didn't do it. I just didn't do it, I just couldn't stay consistent, and I quit the copywriting. Even though it was making some money, I still quit that because there was also no leverage, and I hated doing it. It took me so much time. I hated all these business models, and I was like, maybe I'm not made for business. Maybe it's not for me, right? Maybe it's just like I should quit. But then I saw a video from Hamza, and I was like, literally just like on the verge of giving up, bro. And he was just telling me, or just telling people that you can do coaching. You can start an online education business and a coaching business and coach people on a scale that you already have, so you don't have to learn anything, and you can actually help them change their life. And all you do is just post content and call with people, and they will get the results because you will just tell them what you already know. And for them, it's life-changing. You will see them make progress, you will be happy about it, and all you do is just talk to a camera. So then you're even more motivated to do it, which relates to the first point, because you actually enjoy what you are doing. So just find your skills and your passions, what they're good at. And you think that, I'm not really good at anything. You think that you have to be an expert. You don't have to be an expert, bro. I started fitness coaching when I wasn't even benching 100 kilos, and I was going to the gym for maybe a year, but I was just helping beginners, and I knew I can help them because I had almost a year of experience, knowledge about training, knowledge about diet, knowledge about discipline, how to stay consistent in the gym, quite a lot of knowledge for a beginner. So you definitely have some skill that other people would pay to learn, because for you it's automatic, you think it's normal, because you're naturally drawn to it, you just want to do it. And if you're naturally drawn to something, you should make money from it because that's what you naturally want to do, right? And this relates a lot to the third point, so that's why I told you to stick out till the end, because the third point actually summarizes this. Now, how do you realize the difference between a business that is not for you, or if it's just hard? Because business is hard either way. Even if you do a coaching business, even if you do something that you enjoy, maybe you enjoy video editing, bro, maybe you enjoy copywriting, maybe you enjoy agency, that's fine, you can do it. I'm not saying you have to do coaching, I'm just saying coaching is the best, Even if you enjoy it, it will be still hard to do it. But how do you see the difference between hating it and it's just hard? Well, are you fulfilled, Does it actually bring you some purpose? Are you actually building something real? Does it actually make you happy to do the work? Do you think you are making a difference? For example, I feel like I'm making a difference because I enjoy helping people make money because I change their lives, so that has an impact. Then yes, it has an impact and it's fulfilling, right? With a coaching business, I can actually change people's lives, even with these videos and especially in my program. So that is very fulfilling. So you have to ask yourself, does it fulfill you, what you do? Or do you just do it for the money? Even if you do other businesses, you might also think about the leverage and how much work you have to do and how much money can it actually make you, because most businesses are not leveraged. Copywriting is not leveraged, agency is not really leveraged, you need employees, video editing is not leveraged, but coaching can handle as many clients as you want and they come to you. So there's not the best business model. If there was one best business model that worked for everybody, I would just tell you do that. What I think is the best business model is coaching, because you will do something you enjoy. I'm just saying the best business is the one that you enjoy, and usually that's coaching. Well, now the third point, once you actually have the business model that you enjoy, and once you actually focus on doing the work every single day and you are consistent because it will make you progress, you need an actual time management system to actually stay consistent and to actually be even able to do the work in the first place. I used to have problems with that because of school, because of my job. I didn't really have much time in a day, but it was not really true because everybody has 24 hours, so you don't really have an excuse for that. I still felt like I'm grinding and making money, but then I looked at the clock and I was like, it's 3 a.m. and I didn't do any work, so what the fuck am I even doing? I didn't know what I was doing in a day. You need to know what you are wasting your time on, because you are definitely wasting a lot of time that you don't know about. 4 hours is completely enough to make $10,000 per month within 30 days. You just have to learn how to use these 4 hours properly. So what I said, eliminate the distractions. Be aware of these sneaky things, like chatting with people and all that, so then you just don't waste time. What you need to do is learn deep work, which means focus on one task for 90 minutes and don't have any distractions. And I'm telling you, you will do more work in those 90 minutes than most people do in a fucking day. So you need to have a strict routine. Now, what to cut out, right? Obviously, what I said, scrolling reels, blah, blah, blah. Then, it's also the sneaky things, the messaging to people, listening to music, but then it's even the things that people tell you are productive, like cold showers, and running, and meditating, and all that stuff. It's all bullshit, bro. You're just gonna be fucking miserable, bro. You're just gonna be tired. And also, you wasted so much time. so much fucking time, bro, while I am working and making money or just enjoying my life and giving myself the energy. It's again not about just completing the task, but doing actual good work. And for that, you have to be in a good mental state, which means that you shouldn't be just miserable doing cold showers or whatever, but be actually happy about your life and just enjoy what you are doing. So when you do deep work, when you're actually in a flow state, you just, the 4 hours, as I said, even 3 hours are completely enough, bro. And you might not believe this, but try it. You will actually do like 10 times more work than someone who's just distracted, right? So then your output is like 10 times higher, bro. You don't have to grind 12 hours, especially if you don't have the time. That will demotivate you even more because you're like, yeah, so these guys are saying like I have to work 12 hours a day, but I cannot even do it when I have a job. That's how I felt, bro. But they are not even doing it themselves. The hustle culture gurus, all these guys, they are not even fucking doing it, bro. They're just saying because it sounds cool. So if this helped you, which I hope it did, just subscribe and like, check out my other videos. If you actually want to take this more seriously and want to learn about the coaching business, you can check out the second link in the description. I'm in a free guide, like a free course on how to start a coaching business, how to make $10,000 to $30,000 per month with that. You can check it out. You will understand exactly like why I do it, why do I think it's the best business, what results my clients get, and how you can start today. Subscribe, leave a like, and see you next time.